Hello and welcome back. You've seen the title. It's time to get a little scary again. You probably watched my last video when I made a deep slate expansion for a backrooms level. That turned out pretty well because it was actually pretty nice recommended. Some admins played the level. It was cool, fun. I decided to take it a step further and decided to make a level of my own with the same recipe and spice the previous one had. So I decided to go and dive in, and I'm going to explain you my thought process because this thing is huge and it's terrifying and you're going to have nightmares. So first off, let me tell you, please subscribe. We've been stuck at 283 for so long. I want to see an improvement, and I want to see a little bit of improvement this time, and let me tell you, you're gonna have a fun time with this one. Trust me, you gotta sit here and watch. And you're probably gonna have to wear headphones on the entire video. Thank you. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a sample. So we're gonna do this with steps, but first of all, let me show you something. So this is the actual disc 13. Yeah, a little terrifying, yeah? Too eerie, too liminal. Alright, now throw this garbage away. Now this is the actual remake user command blocks. See the difference? And yeah, now I got rid of my night vision. This is perfect. Alright. And it doesn't close, so I'm gonna have to wait. After 5 minutes later, let's go for the first step of making a creepy level. Eerie layout. This is the first important step because with eerie layout comes these three: the decor, the unsettling level layout, and the light level. Let's start with the decor. What do you normally see in a dark cave? What do you see, like ore scattered around? In a mine shaft, what do you see? Logs, beds and stuff, you know, that usual things. Like we did on the last video, we added some lore and spice. We'll get to that later. And so basically in decor you want something relevant to your layout. Scary decor. Alright, let's move to the second. Unsettling level layout. We'll get to that as well as a little bit of an example. And so first up, we want to make this level be a little bit creepy and unsettling. So this consists of long hallways, much like the previous one we did here. Long hallways, claustrophobic, semi-open areas, and tight openings and gaps. And this is a pretty important thing later. And last but not least, the light level. Now, what is more terrifying? A pretty lit up base or a scary, terrifying redstone towards mine shaft? You tell me in the comments, what is more terrifying, this or that? And let me give you an example. Okay, so first up you start with this very dark spawn, and you'll get a soundtrack playing. Trust me, it's terrifying. And the layout is simple. You start in this mine shaft to explore the mine shaft a little, and then you basically go to a base, which is above the mine shaft, which the base includes an elevator of 2 floors. And you can go up and down and try to find the exit to get out of this hellhole. Now, this is not the biggest level we've made, but it's cool, it's terrifying. I even had 2 people playtest it. They told me that they couldn't explain anything that was happening, and their body language was talking. That's exactly what I wanted. So, let's start off night vision. Like we said, abandoned things, logs, railcrafts, drops of ketchup in the floor. That's a waste. And the light level is perfect, trust me. And this is the next segment of the mine shaft, which we'll get to that later. Let's move on to the second category. Did you know I made this level by myself? Anyways, let's move on. Next category, the sounds. Most important one after layout. So I used low pitch and be in harmony with the first factor, which is basically the layout. So I showed you before with the music disc 13 what we did, so we just basically changed the pitch to 0.5, and changing the pitch of a sound can literally make it different. It can make it from a happy little cat hiss to little fucking breathing of a fucking demon. You can make a mob witch celebration into a literal FNAF sound effect. Trust me. Even the cave sounds sound terrifying. And the harmony with the layout is basically the sounds matching with the low-pitch sounds you've created. Now, you can't add happy music in a terrifying Minecraft. No, you can't do that. That is just out of place. And I don't mean that, the good type of out of place. I mean the bad type of out of place. Like the type of... this is just not too scary. This is just bad. This is bad architecture, bad thinking. You know, that type of bad thinking. Now, the same things we did with the Deep Slate expansion in the last video, although in this backrooms level, I work by myself. Let me give you an example. What the fuck was that? No, get the fuck out of here. No, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck was that? Oh my fucking god. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I'm not going back there. Until this thing cools down. So if you get that Minecraft cave sound, you better panic. It's not. It sounded like a fucking girl screaming from the corner of my eye. Do you know how terrifying this thing is? Do you know how terrifying? 3 a.m. hearing this thing. So no, absolutely not. This was terrifying. No, this was at 3. I'm at 3 a.m. right now. I have no sleep. I just heard that, and nah, no. Oh, I could have just gone to the excursion at Athens, but no, I decided to sit here, give myself some night vision. It's more comfortable. Okay, I'm still trying to recover from that. Oh god, I'm still trying to recover from this shit. Before we move to the next factor, let me give myself some night vision, because why not? Yeah, alright, let's give myself some night vision. So I'm gonna let it cool down a little before I go back into the playtest of some segments. Now, let's move to the third factor. Woo! Lore. Lore is an extra spice. It spices up the level by some means, and check that music out. I don't want to hear it. And I heard something in that direction. And in that direction, I don't know. I'm hearing stuff. So basically with the lore, you gotta have harmony with the two factors here, sounds and ear layout, and to be a little spiceful. So lore is that extra spice, you know? Have the mind theorize what the fuck could have happened down there, like that girl scream you heard. So let's put a different disc. So lore is just that extra spice you add in a level to make it a little cool, to try to theorize what could have happened, what is the story behind all of this, and why does this exist. Anyways, so it has to just, as we said, cooperate with these two. So I dare you. Now look at this. If you've taken notes of that. Okay, so we haven't released it fully yet, but it's gonna be out in the SKYGEN realm pretty soon. So it is connected. This is where you start, and this is where you go to the second segment. And I'm not showing the inside entirely, all of the inside. I'm gonna show some parts though. And let me say today. So basically, this thing is absolutely terrifying. If you manage to join the SKYGEN, before you join the SKYGEN playlist when it's out, I dare you to watch this video twice. One with your eyes open, and one with your eyes closed. So, because it is a big difference between closed eyes and open eyes. Okay? Well, that's what I'm showcasing so far. Hope you liked it. And like I said, it's gonna be out pretty soon. We're just doing a couple more play tests to see if it's fine, it's functional. And like I said, this thing is absolutely terrifying. I didn't show you the entire thing. I'm not spoiling things, and I'm not spoiling where the exit is. Pretty important. It could be anywhere. Even there could be a third segment, who knows. However, two admins playtested and they got scared. One of them played the entire level 2 times, and the other guy played it once in another segment and he didn't know where the sounds were exactly. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, and like I said, join the 2 realms in my screen right now. The realm code and the Discord code are shown in the entire video. Don't want to be too tiring, so I hope I see you again, and I hope you watch it twice. See you in the next one.